christopherhold.com, and in this video we're going to be looking at how to overcome low back aches and pains. And in this first video we're going to be looking at sort of the sitting posture and how we can overcome back pain in the sitting posture. Well, what we have to do is we have to use what I call exercise for low back pain. Now, it's not exercise in the traditional sense because, well, it's exercise that builds a strong body that has a lower risk of back injury, or exercise that conditions the body to cope with the rigors of life or everyday life. So that's exercise for low back pain. Now, what might come up in your head is going to a gym and doing exercise. And that is part of it, but it's not necessarily the whole of it, and it's definitely not the start of it, because exercise for low back pain has many different sort of dimensions. And step one on the road to exercise for low back pain is first sort of removing the cause of low back pain. And if we take sitting, you can see here we've got two people, or the same person but in different postures, however you want to look at it. But basically there's a cross and a tick. Now what this picture is saying is that the person who's slumped and slouched is in an incorrect sitting position, and the person that is in a upright position is in a better posture. Now what we have to understand, if you are sitting at a desk, if you're sitting in a car, if you're sitting at the cinema or on the sofa for any long period of time in that stationary position, you're going to start to experience some degree of low back ache or pain, or middle back or upper back pain. So what this tells me, and what it can help tell you when it happens, is that you need to change your position every 10 to 15 minutes. Sitting in these static postures, albeit in an upright position like the one on the right, or the slouched position on the one on the left, that's going to create pressure and stress and tension on specific muscles in the back in those specific postures. So if we stay in one of them, we're going to be putting all the pressure on only a few muscles. If we move around, we're going to be spreading that pressure and tension around the body, because we're not going to be able to take away sitting for a long period of time. Say if we are in a car, if we've got a 2-hour journey, we're going to be sat down for 2 hours. If we're at the office, there's a good chance we're going to be sat down for somewhere in the region of maybe 5 to 6 hours if we can get up for lunch and so on and so forth. Again, at the cinema, we may be sat down for 2 hours. So we're not going to be able to get rid of the sitting part of it, but what we definitely can get rid of is being completely stationary. And exercise for low back pain, so the step one on the road to overcoming low back pain, is to move every 10 to 15 minutes whilst you're in the seat. Okay, that's going to distribute and spread the pressure across more of the back, across more of the hips, and it's going to relieve that pressure and that pain in your hips, in your lower back, your middle back, or your upper back, or even in your neck. Okay, so that is exercise for low back pain, step one, how to overcome low back pain. So thanks for watching. My name is Chris from christopherhold.com. I will speak to you in another video.